Was he in the hospital? Like, how did they get that hospital picture?
Doesn't really seem like the kind of pic this guy would put up, right?
Maybe a long time ago?
No, that's all for his Instagram.
Can we run the hospital picture?
Yeah, let's do that. Hospital pic search.
We got an email here from Jamie.
My boyfriend is a catfish.
Ooh, dear Neve and Max. I'm a 29-year-old and a mom of 2 living in Portland. About 6 months ago, I met a guy named Lucas on Tinder.
Tinder!
We got a Tinder!
Finally, Tinder!
Lucas and I started to talk and text all the time.
So many reasons for you and I to go and leave one another behind.
Not only was he gorgeous, but he was sweet and empathetic.
I was your treasure, treasure, treasure.
Although Lucas went to school in Missouri, he was planning on relocating to Portland. Convenient.
Yeah.
I was your treasure,
He wanted us to be exclusive, and he told me he loved me.
was your treasure.
Our relationship was solid, but then things started to get strange.
Here comes the turn.
Lucas supposedly moved to Portland, but he couldn't meet me.
Uh-oh.
I knew something was wrong, and so did my friends. From watching your show, they knew how to do a reverse image search, and
Wow.
that's how I found out Lucas was fake. I haven't told Lucas that I know he's lying to me.
Oh, wow.
I want to meet him face to face to find out why he's doing this.
All right.
So she's kept it going.
Lucas just made, everything a little bit easier. The kid thing didn't bother him. He said he had worked in a daycare before.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Mr.
perfect.
Mr. Right.
Perfect.
So, we continued talking every day. We didn't video chat or anything because he had informed me that he was gonna be moving to Portland for an internship around January 5th. And so I wanted the first time we saw each other to be the first time we saw each other. I felt like it would just make it that much more special. Well then, January, he moved here. Days go by where I was like, hey, do you wanna meet up? Let's get some coffee or a cocktail or something.
Hold on a second. He moved here in January, and he didn't come by to see you. Right.
Yeah. So then one night, had a couple cocktails, come home. My friends are here that night. And I'm like, let's call Lucas. They're like, well, Lucas, we don't believe you're you. So send us a Snapchat of your face holding one finger up with our names written on a piece of paper. So then he sent the Snapchat. Like, who can fake a Snapchat, right? And I have the Snapchat. So he's that gentleman right there.
Okay.
This would be the Snapchat.
Oh.
I mean, if I got that, I would be like, well, this guy's legit.
Yeah. Well, one of my friends was like, I bet you it's photoshopped. So she did a reverse image search. So the next picture I'm gonna show you, you're gonna look pretty similar. There we go.
Ah.
Look at the shadow where the fingers are.
Wow.
Like, that's dedication. That's where it's next level.
That's crazy.
So that's what popped up on the search. And it led back to a man named Trey. Trey had a lot more photos on his Instagram. And not only that, but in that same day, a girl contacted me. Her name's Ursula. And she says, beware of the scammer, Lucas. He's pretending to be somebody he's not, and he's developing relationships with other women, all of which I didn't necessarily ask her about. Just a hard thing to know that you were sending private photos. I may have done Playboy and I may be a dancer, but when I send you a personal picture, it's because I trust you, and it's disturbing to think that he's taking advantage of other women that way too.
Pretty a sinister thought.
Yeah, no, it's disgusting. I'm afraid to look. Just turn around.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Are you Zach?
Yes, this is me.
Hi.
Hi.
How are ya?
I'm great.
You're who I was texting with earlier?
Yes, it's me.
And you know these 3 young women.
I do.
Why don't you come on out for a second?
Yeah, sure.
So, I don't know if you have something you want to start with, because we have a lot we want to say, obviously.
Yeah, so, I don't know where to begin.
Well,
Okay, well,
why don't you start with who you are
Okay.
and how this all started?
Okay. As you guys knew me as Lucas. I'm Zach. It's my real name. This all started just over a year ago. I was curious about someone who was as attractive as Lucas, the kind of reception they would get on Tinder versus Zach, myself. I started to really enjoy the attention I was getting from people I'd never gotten attention from before, and that, to me, was something I'd never experienced, and I was really happy about that. And that's where it started.
How many girls?
Too many that I talked personally with. I got their numbers, like 400.
That's disgusting. Yeah. That's disgusting.
I mean, that's one of the blunders of online dating is you start talking to these people casually and
It's not casual talk when you have to Photoshop photos and take an hour to make a fake video. That's not casual talk,
I mean,
that's deliberate lying.
I recognize, like, 100% that is not okay.
So why do it if it's not okay?
At the time, I didn't think twice of it.
Have you ever hurt that bad? Like, has anybody ever crushed you?
Maybe once, twice.
Whoa.
Whoa.
3 emails.
That's from Catfish Casting. Hey guys, we're forwarding you an email we recently got from a guy named Dylan. He's been talking to a girl named Savina. Savina is a pretty unique name, and one of our producers remembered getting an email from a Savina months ago, but the email address she contacted us from bounced back to our messages. We're forwarding her email as well. All right, so here's the first one from Savina. My name is Savina, I'm 17 years old, and I live in Rochester, New York. I've been talking to this guy online for the last 5 years. He's been trying to get me to video chat for a long time, but I'm not ready to let him see me for real. I'm not the person he thinks I am.
Whoa.
I guess this makes me a catfish, but I do really care about him.
So Savina has been catfishing this guy.
I guess so. Is there a way to meet where neither of us gets hurt? But there's nothing at the end with a phone number. So here's the new email, which just came
This is
in
from Dylan.
recently. Dear Neve and Max, my name is Dylan. I'm 19 and I live in Roanoke, Virginia. And I met the love of my life 5 years ago. Her name is Savina.
How many Savinas could there be?
Right. Savina and I met on Facebook. She thought I was cute, but I don't know about that. But I don't know about that. When she messaged me, I asked her how we knew each other, and she said I came up on her suggested friends. She's beautiful and awesome, so I didn't really question it. But I have doubts. She always refuses to video chat. I don't care, though, because she's the best thing in my life. I need to be with her. Savina has been there for me through some really bad times. We talk every day, and she always puts a smile on my face. I know Savina and I can make each other happy, but I need your help to meet her and find out what her deal is. Thanks, guys. Hope to hear back from you, Dylan. Tell us about Savina.
She likes animals. I know that much. She works at a pizza place.
But she's a model.
But she models part-time.
I forgot she was
Right.
a model.
Yeah,
And she has like model pictures.
Yeah,
And how often do you guys actually talk?
on the phone
Yeah.
every other day.
Oh, a lot.
Yeah, we talk on the
and,
phone.
like
quite
for
a bit.
long conversations, or?
We do have those 2-hour talks, fall asleep on the phone with each other type stuff. There's just a connection.
Is she from Rochester?
Yeah. Ever since I've talked to her, she's from Rochester. She has family or something down in Roanoke, and she was
What are
supposed to
the
move down
chances?
there.
The coincidence that she has family in Roanoke.
But every single time that we were supposed to meet up, some excuse would come up.
Have you Googled her?
No. Don't give me that look. I mean, at first I was 14. I didn't think too much
Sure.
about it.
No, that's fine.
Here recently,
Right.
part of me wants to just believe that she's who she says she is.
Let's just say you and Savina can live however you want. What's like the dream?
The dream is for her to come down to Roanoke and then getting married eventually and, have the perfect, ideal little family life. But at the same time,
You're aware
I'm aware
that
that things, you know, couldn't be like what they said.
Can we see her?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see this girl. Okay. But she's pretty.
But that's not her.
Well, we don't know that.
She told us it wasn't her. She sent us an email and said, I'm not the person he thinks I am.
Likely does mean that, but
Sorry, this is not the girl.
there's a good chance this is not her. Someone else posted this.
Someone else posted
Wait.
that?
Because it says with Savina. Riley
That's her sister.
posted it.
There's something weird about the fact that every picture on here is like
Right.
a posed modeling
Almost every picture. All right, well, so clearly, based on the email she sent us, there is something she hasn't told you that you don't know or that's gonna be a surprise. It could be anything.
It could be anything, yeah.
Here, Savina's info. Okay. She's 18 and lives in Rochester with her family. She's really into animals and has a bunch of pets. Here's her Facebook page and her phone number. You wanna start on her Facebook page and just do a quick image search?
Sure, because that'll probably turn up some model.
All right, here we go. This is her page. Okay. She just
Posting
posted
stuff.
4 hours ago.
What about the about?
She has family members listed.
This is her real.
Riley.
This looks real.
Here's some pics. Let's download all these. All right, let's run a few of these pictures.
Is it gonna pop up? Nope.
Here's another model pic.
No.
No.
Is this gonna pop up? Nope.
Let's just look up Savinia.
Okay.
Okay.
There's a Twitter. And there's a YouTube. I mean,
So there
is
is
that
a
her?
Twitter from
That looks like her.
no tweets.
In Rochester, New York. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, she hasn't tweeted, but this seems like could be legit Twitter. She's got a YouTube channel.
Is that her YouTube channel? Yep.
Savina. She hasn't posted anything. Okay. I mean, at this point, it feels like this girl's just legit.
What's the problem then?
Yeah, why is she being so weird about sending pics and video chatting? Wait, this is one person.
I only see one person. The windows are tinted, so it's hard to see. What is happening?
Can't tell who that is. Is that her?
I'm so confused. That's Savina.
Wow.
Hi.
His brain has just exploded. There's like nothing in there right now.
How are you guys?
I'm Max.
Hi, Max. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
I'm Savina.
Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Your email really threw us off.
I'm sorry.
Is there someone else in the car?
No.
Oh, so you just came by yourself?
Yeah.
Maybe it was an autocorrect. I don't know.
So what's the big secret?
The big secret is that, like, you know, I posted a lot of photos of me looking really, like, good, like, photoshopped. And I'm not like that. As you can see, I don't look like that.
Shut up, you're beautiful.
Oh my God. I was just really scared to meet you because I'm a giant. And I just, and I'm sorry for laughing, I'm just really nervous.
Oh.
So the whole big secret is that like you might look different in the pictures?
I'm really self-conscious. A lot of my photos are super photoshopped. I feel like I was catfishing him. My boobs are photoshopped, my butt's photoshopped, my face looks flawless. I don't look human, I look like a supermodel, and I'm not. I'm really lanky and dorky and awkward. And I just didn't want him to see that side of me, so.
I kind of think we've hit the point, though, in social media culture where we kind of just expect that those photos, that you're gonna look a little different in your
And we
life
don't
anyway.
look that
No.
different. If I saw you, I would recognize you.
Okay. Modeling really tears you down. I like struggled with my weight and who I was as a person, and I went through a lot of stuff, and I just have zero self-confidence.
There's no way he was real. Hi, Neve and Cami. My name is Laura Nett, and I live in South Carolina. My cousin, Gabriella, is getting catfished for a fact, like 100%. Oh, she started talking to this guy, Kendrick, on Snapchat, and she was head over heels. I was listening to what she was telling me, and I knew it was crazy. I was telling her it was a catfish for months, but she kept on talking to him. But listen, on the day that he's finally supposed to meet up with her, he ends up getting shot, goes into surgery, and dies.
It's a lot for the morning.
Now she's mourning somebody that probably didn't even exist. And I don't know how to make her see that. There's actually more crazy stuff. But I figured a dead catfish would show you what we're dealing with. We need to find out the truth so she can move on. Please help. Thank you, Laura Nett. You're coming out of that relationship. Kendrick finds you. He's saying all the right things. Was he talking about coming to visit you a lot?
Yeah, we definitely plan to meet up, but I received a message from Holiday Season, which is his longtime ex-girlfriend. He was trying to get away from her, but she's crazy.
Her name is Holiday Season?
Her Snapchat name is, yeah.
Okay.
She said, you've been talking to my man. I said, I literally just want to get to know him. So she said, okay, good, I'll allow you to be friends. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So he was packing his bags to come see me. I spoke to him early in the morning. It's a 2-hour drive from Atlanta to Greenville. So I'm like, okay, you should be here by the afternoon. Then later on in the evening, I couldn't get any reply from him. Holiday hits me up and she tells me he's in the hospital. He got shot in the chest twice. He's fighting for his life.
How did that happen?
She was like, it's probably his hood ass friends and stuff like that. I'm like, wait, what? Are you serious? A few days later, Holiday told me that he was gonna get moved to Miami to see a specialist. When that happened, that's when I started getting text messages back from Kendrick while he was in the hospital.
You know, I'm like, okay, this is a catfish. But when he sent the picture,
he said
that threw me off because it was him in the hospital.
With a hospital gown, yeah. So he goes into surgery. I didn't hear from him. And then I got a message from his cousin, Tim. He said Kendrick died mid-surgery. He said, he told me about you. He said you were a good girl who deserved to have a good guy. And then the last time I spoke to Tim, Tim was telling me that Kendrick was getting cremated. The next day I asked how was the celebration and I never got a response from him ever again.
I mean, that's tough.
It's crazy. It definitely hit me hard because I grown to care about him. So it was tough. All right, that's Kendrick.
Okay.
Right?
He's cute.
And that's Holiday Season.
Okay.
This is messages I sent to Kendrick to his phone while he was in a hospital.
Send me a special picture. Show me how your booty looks.
Body.
Body
Oh,
look.
sorry.
But I think that's what he meant. Oh, you said, is it possible for you to send me a pic of you now?
All right, let's see the picture with him and there we go.
That looks like the guy.
He's definitely in the hospital.
But then he says, send me something sexy on Snap.
Yeah.
Seems to find a way to just sort of always come back to mentioning that he wants nude pics.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's see. Let's start with the one of him smiling with the chain. All right, think we're gonna get a hit?
Big money, big money, big money.
Oh, we got it. Boom, 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 boom.
What is this?
This is a Twitter account someone must have posted or...
That's him right there.
What?
That's
It is?
him. That is him.
Are you sure?
My name Gucci, yes.
Why doesn't it look...
That's
Yep,
him.
that's him.
That's his account.
My name Gucci. Model, actor, photographer. Wow. So this guy is like a person. How many followers does he have? 30,000 people on Twitter.
He has Instagram on there.
Right.
I told you he was known.
Here he is. That's the picture.
That's the picture.
His profile picture is one of the pictures he sent Gabby. So let's message him.
Hey, Gooch. Somebody been using your pics.
Right. Sent.
Was he in the hospital? Like, how did they get that hospital picture?
Doesn't really seem like the kind of pic this guy would put up, right?
Maybe a long time ago?
Well, that's all for his Instagram.
Can we run the hospital picture?
Yeah, let's do that. Hospital pic, search. Nothing, okay. Well, wait a second. Okay, so good news. The pictures of Kendrick is actually someone who calls himself Gucci, who's very much alive and well. Which means the person Gabby's talking to is lying, and most likely is alive. Gucci.
What'd he say?
He said, "What's up? No way, man. This ain't catfish."
Send a pic.
Yo, Gucci, it's us. We're for real. I'm gonna send you a link. Join our Zoom, all right?
Right now. Perfect.
In the meantime, let's look up Tim Greenville.
Someone's in Zoom.
What's up, Gucci?
No way. I can't believe this. Nah, no way. No way.
Well, wait a second. We gotta tell you what's going on, all right? You got a minute?
Yes.
All right, so we're trying to help a girl who was talking to this guy. He said his name was Kendrick, and then 3 weeks ago, he died, okay? We then just searched the pictures of Kendrick, and it brought us to you.
What?
Tell us how life is beyond the grave.
Right. And one of the pictures they had used was a picture of you in a hospital bed. Is this you?
No, what the? Nah.
Okay, so that's not you. All right, well, I didn't know. I mean,
I thought it kind of looked like it could have been you.
okay, so listen. So we appreciate you chatting with us. It's going to come as quite a shock to Gabby that Kendrick was sending her pictures of you and you never died. So could you make like just a really quick little video?
Yeah, I got you.
And I appreciate it, man. It was good to meet you.
I'm glad to help.
Later, man.
Bye. Well, there goes it.
I mean, here's what's wild. Whoever Gabby's talking to came up with the idea to kill him off and then needed to find a picture of someone who looked like Gucci and did a pretty good job.
Yeah, they did. I was convinced.
Yeah.
Dear Neve and Candy, my name is William. I'm a roofing contractor living in Jonesboro, Arkansas. I've been talking to this girl named Carmela for about 3 months now. She lives about 2 hours from me in Little Rock. We met on Facebook dating, and then we exchanged phone numbers, and we started texting, and then calling every day. I'm constantly laughing and in a good mood when we're talking. This is what I felt like when I met Nora. Aww. She makes me feel confident about myself, not just my appearance, but even if I'm having trouble at work or in life. Even though we have yet to meet, our feelings have grown stronger and stronger for each other. However, she says that because of past relationships, she's scared to meet in person. Anytime I try to FaceTime, she always has an excuse. If I bring it up too much, she can get upset.
Can you tell me how you feel? 'Cause I don't know how you feel.
So, I've tried to be patient and wait, but at this point, it's been 3 months. I'm writing you to ask for your help to meet her. I feel like with a third party there, she'll feel more safe meeting me. I just want to show her how much I care about her and finally meet her. William.
We looked up pictures of her face. None of them came back with any direct hits. So that's good. However, when we do an image search for the pictures of her in the mirror, we do get hits. So this picture we found on some Pinterest board. And this one on a bunch of websites. While we still can't prove that the pictures of her face are her, we can't find that person anywhere else. But the pictures of her body are almost certainly not her.
It looks as though pretty much everything you know about Carmela is true, but she's not the person in the photos. So I guess I could just call and see if she picks up.
Hello.
Hello, is this Carmela?
Yes.
Hey, Carmela. This is Neve from Catfish, and I'm sitting here with your friend, William. We are here because William was hoping that we could help create a scenario in which you would feel comfortable and safe to finally meet up with him.
I'm just surprised he would call a catfish, I guess.
He really just thought that our platform would be a good place for you guys to finally meet, and he was hoping that perhaps our assistance would make you feel more comfortable.
Yeah, but like he knows why I can't meet. Like I don't know why he would like contact you guys behind my back.
Wait, is there like a specific reason you can't meet? Because we don't know everything, I guess, or
I mean, like he knows about my anxiety and like
Right.
some things I've been through, and I'm just like trying to take things at my own pace.
Totally understand that.
I mean, I can prove I'm real without meeting if that's like what he needs. If you give me a minute, I'll prove I'm not a catfish.
We're really more reaching out.
Hey,
though.
I have to go.
Okay. If she is mostly telling the truth, but she isn't ready, will you wait? Or do you think you'll have to kind of open yourself up to meeting someone else?
I like her, but I can't force somebody to meet me or be with me.
Right. Oh. Wow, she just sent a picture. It's a picture of her. Neve and Cammy. I'm real. Heart Carmela.
What?
Oh my God. It's her. I mean, is there any way that this is somehow fake?
How would she have
done
known?
that so fast?
Yeah.
If that is her, why would she send us pictures of other girls' bodies?
I think considering the other things that she's dealing with that she's talked about, it makes sense that she's not completely comfortable with her body right now to send full body pictures.
I rang the doorbell. Oh. Oh. Hi.
Hello.
Come on out. Yeah.
Hey. Hey.
We got your.
Oh.
How's everything going?
Good. How are y'all?
Good.
Good. I'm Cammy. Nice to meet you,
Nice to meet
Carmela.
you,
too.
Well.
Nice to meet you, Will. Carmela.
Nice to meet you too.
All right. Happy to meet you.
Nice to meet y'all.
Obviously, you're not the girl in the pictures.
Right.
Is that? Why don't you kind of explain the situation?
Well, of course, like the body pictures were fake, of course.
Okay.
The face pictures were me. They're just very edited with Face app.
Wow. Okay, so that photo you sent in the car and all the other face shots, those are all you.
Right, right.
And that's primarily the issue that you were concerned about revealing.
Right.
But surely, I mean, having talked to him for the last 3 months so much, and him being so open-minded and accepting, from what I understand, of everything you've told him, don't you think he might have handled that better if you told him the truth early on? What was it that you thought would be so hard for him to accept about you?
Mostly my weight. It wasn't my intention to lie. I was just going through a really rough breakup, and after that, I just started catfishing guys for attention.
Dear Neve and Cammy, my name is Pam. I'm writing to you about my grandson, Cody.
Blinded by hope and desperate for love.
Grandma Pam.
He's 32 and a long-haul truck driver who lives outside Cheyenne, Wyoming. He's been in a relationship
God, Grandma is throwing shade.
with someone named Brittany for quite a while now.
How can
but they've never met in person. She lives in California, but I still think they should have been able to meet by now. My husband, Richard, and I watch Catfish.
Well, Catfish really is for all ages.
And this relationship raises all the red flags you look for. They only text, she can't video chat, and something always comes up when they're supposed to meet.
They're so complacent, but I can't be that basic.
About a month ago, she was supposed to meet Cody at our house in Arizona. I'm sure you won't be surprised to hear that she got into a little accident.
That's funny.
In Nevada and had to turn around. Cody is such a kind and generous person, and he trusts too easily.
I bet my soul just to be home.
We've told him we think he's being lied to, but he doesn't think so. We know he sent her money. The worst part is that he's going to get his heart broken. Can you please help him find out if this girl is real or not?
I'll keep running.
And have you asked Brittany to FaceTime or video chat?
I tried. She said her camera wasn't working.
But you have tried to meet up, right?
We did try to meet up once, and unfortunately, she said she flipped her car.
Flipped it?
Oh, geez.
It was completely on its hood. I have pictures proving that it was on its hood.
Well, you have pictures of a car flipped
That
over.
She says she crashed.
Well, right, but is she in the picture?
No, she was in the hospital. I have also have the hospital bill pictures too in the itemized list.
Because she sent it to you to pay it?
Because I asked for it to prove that she's telling the truth.
Oh, and she sent that?
Yes.
The good news here is that you seem to be very kind of good about saving receipts, and you have the pictures that she sent you, and what do you have? Do you have?
I have a picture of her driver's license. I also even have her social security number if I can go back far enough.
So she sent you a picture of her driver's license?
Yeah.
Why?
Because she wanted me to send a picture of my driver's license. I was like, no, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna trade driver's license photos.
Wait, so you have sent her a picture of your driver's license?
Yeah.
Can we see a picture of her? I'm gonna come sit next to you.
This?
Come on, man. Cody. You saw this girl at a... Cody!
Cody! You saw this woman?
That's just a Photoshop picture of a driver's license. She just copy-pasted a picture of the girl.
Her head is cut off.
But you think you saw this girl at the drive-thru?
Yeah.
Cody, this woman ordered a chalupa from you.
She ordered a burrito.
She didn't order anything because she wasn't there. Oh my gosh. I feel like I have seen this girl before. She was on like Rock of Love or something. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Cody.
I'm sorry to say this.
No, I'm gonna cry.
But whoever you're talking to has been lying. I'm sending some pictures of her, plus ones from the accident, her license, and the hospital bill. Let me download these pictures. Here's the car wreck. Let's see how...
Oh, God. Car that's upside down.
Here's this insanely bad...
Look at the head
I
is
know,
what
I
really
know.
kills me.
It's so bad.
And this, the last name says Brittany and the first name says Rosavi.
All right, so clearly everything about that ID is fake.
I'm telling you, I've seen this woman's face.
I'm sure you have. Let's do an image search and just end this insanity. Yep.
Bingo.
Oh my God, tons and tons of pictures.
OnlyFans. Her name is Britannia.
Oh, you're right, Britannia.
Britannia Rosavi.
There's an Instagram. She's verified.
7.4 million followers.
She's all over the place.
Ha!
What?
Yes, exactly. That is what I was talking about. She was on VH1. Rock of Love. I told you, this
You
is
said
her.
it. You were right.
I knew it. I knew it. This is what I'm saying. I recognize those dimples from anywhere. She had these dermal piercings.
Rock
she was
of
so
Love,
cute.
You're right.
Yes.
Well, we gotta reach out to the real
Do we?
Britannia, obviously.
She's not talking to his ass.
The only way he's gonna believe that it's not her is if this girl sends a video and says, I am not talking to you. All right, look, we wanna talk to you about what we found. So we started with an image search. We put in a picture of Brittany, okay? And it came back with a bunch of hits. And it took us to this Instagram.
You've never seen this account.
No.
The girl in the pictures is this girl. Her name is Britannia Razavi, not a girl named Brittany. She has 7.5 million followers, and she has an OnlyFans, and she's an adult model. But Cammie immediately recognized her because she appeared on a TV show, reality show years ago called
Rock of Love. It was on VH1.
The point is, the person that you've been talking to, Brittany, has been sending you pictures of Britannia, same last name, who is not who you're talking to. Because why would she never have mentioned all this that she's doing? Why wouldn't she have shown you her Instagram?
Because I never asked.
Yes, but also because this is a famous reality TV star, okay? We wanted to make sure that you understood exactly what I'm saying. So we reached out to Britannia, and she gave us a call. We told her a little bit about how there's a guy that thinks he's talking to her, and she's agreed to FaceTime with us. So let's just call her. Hey.
Hi.
This is Cody. Okay. Yeah.
Hello.
Thank you for taking our call today. I think Cody needs to hear this directly from you. As you know, some girl hit him up on Snapchat claiming to be you, and they've been talking for about a year now.
I'm so sorry that happened, but whoever this is, it's not me. I actually don't have Snapchat. So whoever this person was probably knew that and was taking full advantage.
Well, and I'm sure that this has happened before.
Oh, this happens so much. Like, I don't even know how to control it. I don't even know what to do at this point.
Yeah. They've been really taking advantage of how generous and hardworking Cody is. They unfortunately
take almost over 10K, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cody, I feel so bad. But I wish you all the luck in the future.
Thank you so much, Britannia.
Good luck.
Bye.
She's a sweetheart.
She's very nice. All right, so we're clear. Britannia, the girl in the pictures that you thought was Brittany, is not who you were talking to.
Right.
With her driver's license and this bill and the pictures of a car crash, it's all fake, all with the single sole intent to take advantage of you. Honestly, I hate to say it, I don't think they care about you at all.
'Cause I need you like